Welcome to the Spinnaker Analytics Solutions Center. Spinnaker Analytics provides predictive analytical solutions to all major functions, including sales, finance, and operations. Our clients include leading insurance carriers, mutual fund managers, and other financial services companies. This video will focus on our Operations and Personnel Suite's flagship product, Resource and Skillset Navigator. This new product provides real-time, dynamic, and optimized solutions for all your staffing needs across functions. Today, we will use an insurance operations example to illustrate both the effectiveness and flexibility of this product. There are 5 unique sections to the Resource and Skillset Navigator product: View Current State, Definitions and Notes, Input, Engine Control, and Output. The Current State section captures all detailed staffing information and work volumes by business unit. All staffing information is based on the most recent HR data. All aggregated staffing data is also broken down by region, role, and business unit. The Resource and Skillset Navigator uses a variety of data to generate the most accurate staffing requirements by month, quarter, and on an annual basis. In this example, we identify submissions or new business work volume, in-force policy renewals, and all processing transactions to quantify the overall work effort required. The Definitions and Notes section aggregates all assumptions, methodologies, data sources, and so on that are used in calculations that produce the results captured in the model. Users can amend this section as required to reflect any ongoing changes. Let's go to the View Refine Input section of the model. This particular section allows the user to effectively change work volumes, historical and current staffing levels, and all business processing drivers that impact the end staffing requirements. For example, let's take a look at submissions. In this particular example, we use 3-year historical data to project the future work volumes. Spinnaker's Resource and Skillset Navigator captures a variety of business processing drivers in conjunction with our client's input and quantifies their impact on staffing requirements using proprietary algorithms. For example, in the seasonality mix, users can change the allocation by month to reflect the seasonality of work volumes. Now, Effort by Work Type assigns a percentage weightage to each work type. For example, time taken to complete a manual renewal case will be more compared to an automatic renewal case. Thus, there is a percent weightage assigned against each work type for submissions, in-force, and transactions. All elements here can be customized to reflect each company's specific needs and any nuances. Now, let's move on to the Staffing Analytics Engine Control, where users can decide to include or exclude specific data elements in the model's calculations and set up targeted productivity benchmarks. Users can choose yes or no to instruct the model to reflect specific elements which impact staffing requirements, like seasonality. Most businesses include seasonality when calculating staffing requirements. However, this section provides the user the flexibility to turn on and off the impact of certain elements of their business. Choosing yes for seasonality here effectively means staffing to the second peak month. Choosing no would mean staffing to the peak volume month. In addition, users can also set up different productivity benchmarks for each region to reflect both perceived and/or actual efficiency differences in operating environments. For instance, in Region 1, we can set the productivity target to reflect the average productivity across all 10 regions, or increase or decrease accordingly. The engine control enables this model to generate a range of choices for functional leaders. In Spinnaker's experience, functional leaders typically use this staffing requirement to set up productivity targets, develop budgets, and improve department performance. Once the user has completed the data input process and modified the variables identified in the engine control, they can now view the staffing results in a variety of ways. For example, one can choose different years. In this example, 2017 represents future estimates. The model generates a simple output with current staff, future staff requirements based on current productivity, and the recommended staffing levels. This recommended staffing level is calculated based on productivity benchmarks and the adjustments identified in the Staffing Analytics Engine Control section. The future work volume is predicted based on historical volumes combined with a unique growth algorithm. Users can also view work volumes in a variety of ways. Finally, the model allows users to view all staffing requirements and projections in a variety of ways. This includes graphical views, tabular views, future state, and current state views. This has been a high-level view of Spinnaker's Resource and Skillset Navigator product. Please give us a call today for additional information. Thanks for watching.